Why do so many people buy bunny figures? I don't get it. This might get downvoted to hell, but I feel like bunny figures throws the uniqueness of each character out the window, and every figure is so generic and plain and boring. Anyone else feels this way? Is there something I don't understand? Well, user Banana Kuma, you are certainly not the only one who has asked himself or herself this question. I was basically in the same boat as you. Then I got myself a bunny figure of Rem, specifically the B-Star second version, and now I get it. Though you know what's funny? I was working on this video and then stumbled upon this post by accident. So instead of making the same kind of video like always, I thought to myself, hey! I wanna give my 2 cents to this discussion too. So instead of a review video, it's more of a discussion video. As such, the question to solve is what's so appealing about bunny figures? And well, it's a bit complicated to describe. Their appeal is the sum of many different aspects which are actually easy to grasp when you have one yourself. So let's get right into those points with one of their essential appeals as an appetizer. You may or may not know this, but bunny figures are huge. Just the box itself is 44 centimeters tall. And to put it into perspective, it's roughly the size of a forearm with a stretched out flat hand. Also, since bunny figures are on the higher price tier of anime figures, they naturally get backup boxes with overall greater designs. And every time a figure gets a good/decent box, you instantly know that the quality of this figure will be good. Which also applies to this particular one. This box design is obviously Reseal themed, and the small bunny silhouette is quite lovely. In addition, it has some photos of Rem's figure scattered around the sides of the box, and the cardboard is also fairly sturdy. Oh, and fun fact, all of the photos used are basically the promotion pics. In summary, next to getting a fine box, you also get not just a 20 cm or so tall figure. After all, the manufacturers don't produce figures for specific boxes, but boxes for specific figures. But more about this later. And let's move on to the actual main course of reasons as to why bunny figures are so appealing to so many people. One of the most unique parts of bunny figures is that the quality of them is very distinguishable from other high quality figures, which makes up for the lack of an extravagant outfit and lack of many accessories like my Idol Rem figure, for example. The outfit is what you expect, but what you don't expect are 2 things. One is that her bunny costume as well as her ears are very reflective. If it's exposed to even a low quantity of light, you see her costume reflecting it and glowing up, which results in a very nice look. I cannot really show the other aspects since it's something you feel when touching her. Every figure's outfit, hair and skin material feels pretty much the same. However, bunny figures have a very smooth feel to them. What I mean by that is that you don't really feel plastic when touching their outfit, hair or any other part. The material you're touching leaves a very pleasant sensation within your fingertips. Also, the sensation is so recognizable that everyone owning a bunny figure can identify the one bunny figure out of 100 other figures when blindfolded by simply touching every single one. But yeah, apart from the unique quality of bunny figures, they possess additional perks which form the cherries on top. In fact, the following next perk is my personal favorite. They are the most common 1/4 scale figures out there. If you get bored of constantly having just 1/4 or 1/6 figures, then a bunny figure will certainly bring some variety into your collection. By that, I mean they are easily towering above the rest of your figures if you don't have any other 4th scales. I mentioned this earlier with the box, but to give you a concrete understanding for the size of a 1/4 scale figure, take out a folding meter stick and measure 44 centimeters. Even if bunny figures were lacking in quality, then their size alone would warrant the price for which they sell. In fact, some people are buying them for the size alone, because 1/4 scale figures in general are really rare, and to be honest, I wish there were more 1/4 non-bunny scale figures since they are pretty addictive. Another unique aspect of them is their outfit. I'm collecting figures now for roughly 2 years, but I honestly have never seen any other manufacturer creating one great looking outfit which can be put on literally any female character. And despite them having a sort of uniformity, they still look nonetheless very good. But even with their uniformity, their variety among the bunny figures themselves is something you definitely shouldn't overlook. This comes into play when looking at the stockings or the lack of them. Some bunny figures kneeling while others are standing, many have other outfit colors and others come with certain bar themed accessories, and on top of all of this, you can decide to display them with or without the insertable bunny ears. As such, you could start a collection with just bunny figures, and next to it having some variation, it would also look sick. Plus, they don't take up much space. In terms of width. When we are talking about height, then this is an entirely different matter where you definitely have to move some shelves around vertically in certain showcases. But to get back on topic, some come with a rather small base, providing nevertheless excellent support. However, I've also seen kneeling bunny figures which require quite a bit of space. How it looks with the necessary space for those is unclear to me. Though the standing ones like my Rem figure don't take up much space, as you see, which incidentally marks also my last point as to why bunny figures are great. In summary, bunny figures have, next to their distinguishable high quality of their outfits and used material, a monopoly basically when it comes to 1/4 scale figures, since those are the most common for many characters. Also, their outfits and the variations of those look just great. Whether you prefer them with stockings or bare-legged or with some more accessories, there's such a huge selection among them so that you will certainly find what you seek. As such, you could start a collection of just those, which honestly wouldn't take up any more space than your average collection of anime figures. While this video might never reach the author of the Reddit post, I hope that I could at least answer the question of why so many people buy bunny figures to you. I certainly didn't understand it myself at first, but after purchasing one, I got it. I ascended from an uncultured individual to a cultured owner of bunny figures, and you can so too. It's not too late for any of you, my sons and daughters. In all seriousness now, if you're on the fence of whether you should start collecting bunny figures, then I can only recommend to do so, since I didn't regret it and in fact plan to get more. So just take one faithful step and see for yourself whether you can dig bunny figures or not. Also, it looks like user Banana Kuma found his own answer to this question from the anime figure Reddit community. Great discussion and arguments. I sort of understand now the 1/4 scale, the uniformity, the variety apart from regular outfits, and of course, the booba. Ah yes, booba. Showing the duality of men.